Are we ready then for discussion? So the topic, please write the name, exact name of the topic. Role of social media in democracy. Role of social media in democracy. You have to understand the topic first. You have to understand all aspect of the topic. Role of social media in democracy. So all of you are aware how to start. So I will give chance to each one of you for 2 minutes to introduce. Then I'll open the house for the discussion, and then we can conclude. But the most important thing is we understand the topic. We talk about the topic. So the topic today, which I'm giving you, is role of social media in the democracy. So take 30 seconds, think for a while, so that we can then participate in discussion. So all of you can keep yourself mute. One by one can speak so that disturbance is less. Role of social media in democracy. Okay, I think we can start from Rahul Bist. Rahul.
Okay, good evening everyone. My name is Rahul Best. I am glad to be a part of this group discussion. The topic given us is role of social media in democracy. In my opinion, the topic is evergreen and also a mind storming. I believe that social media is something which is a key part of democracy. First of all, it helps to know the participant. Like there are two participants, so social media helps us to know the participant, how they are working, in which field they will work, so that our interaction with the participants is increased. And other thing is that it put a link between the government and the public to know each other very well, how the policies are coming, so that social media put forward the policies and help us to know the policies. And other thing is that social media helps to put our voice forward so that it can be recognized by the higher authorities. So that's all from my side. Now I invite all of you to participate in the discussion.
Okay, Chandrasekhar.
So, good evening, friends. My name is Chandrasekhar. I am glad to initiate the discussion. Today's topic for the discussion is the role of social media on democracy. It is the interesting topic. So, the usage of the social media is nowadays has been increasing widely. So, the social media has an impact on everything, itself the democracy also. So, we can say that the number of people are using the means educated by the newspapers are less than the people who are using the social media. Means those people using the social media very increasing number than the educating through the news channels or the newspapers, etc. So I want to say that the social media has both the negative role and the positive role on the democracy. Means when we compare the positive roles, um, it can be shared as a platform for the public to get the information about the candidates and what are their advertising policies or the manifestos, etc. But when it compared to the negative impact, it has also the negative role in the democracy. Mean the politicians are using these fake news and advertising them in this social media, and the number of the peoples were sharing without the analysis. This has the negative impact on the democracy. And
You need
there
to
also been
you need to sum up.
yes, sir. Uh, we can think of in these directions that how the people have been influenced and how the politicians are used this social media and how this been affected in the democracy. We can think of these lines. Thank you. I will open the house for the discussion.
Siddharth.
Good evening, friends. My name is Siddharth Sankarrath, and I am very much glad to open the group discussion on the topic given to us, that is a role of social media in democracy. I think it is a topic of current relevance as the US presidential elections are going on, and the Bihar elections are also, the Bihar results, election results are yet to out. I think there are pros and cons of using social media for election campaigning, and there are also demerits and merits. It is playing both the roles in the democracy. If I talk about the pros, then we can know the individual. We can know the view of an individual, and an individual is free to comment and free to show his or her own view on a recent topic. And on the other hand, we can, if we talk about the cons, then the social media is free to convince others, so fake propaganda also can prevail over the social media to clinch a live victory over the other party. So I open the house for discussion. Thanks a lot, and hoping for a good discussion ahead.
Purv?
Hello, good evening, everyone. And I am glad to take this opportunity to introduce the topic, which is social media, the role of social media in democracy. First of all, I want to just take this word democracy and elaborate a bit. See, democracy is nothing but rule of government, which is elected by the people, and it is elected for the people. So, and social media. Social media is nothing but a form of mass media, and where now the government, which is going to be elected by the people, and when you want to control the minds or the thoughts that these people are getting, there is nothing best than other than social media. You know, social media, it has a huge base. If we talk about one of the biggest democracy, which is India, and the oldest democracy, which is US. In India, we have over 350 million user base of social media, most of whom are young people, the coming voters. And in US, around 70% people are using social media. So it becomes a huge challenge to assess what information these people are getting, to know that what information they want, and to know that what information these people are putting on the internet, on the social media platform, so that a good government can be elected, and welfare of people can be obtained as a whole. So this will be my conclusion, and I would like to sum up with these statements. Thank you for the opportunity once again. Thank you.
Nikhil?
Good evening, everyone. My name is Nikhil Jaswal, and I am glad that I am given the opportunity to initiate the discussion. So the topic given to us is the role of social media in democracy. So in my opinion, that it plays a huge role in democracy, because there are a large number of users in social media, and there are many pros and cons regarding the social media, because it is earlier the number of users they have opinion regarding the election are very less, but now it is used to help them. It is used, the social media is using to help them some kind of opinion regarding the democracy, and it has some demerit also, because many people are, it is very easy to mold their opinions. So I initiate that house. I invite the house to initiate the discussion.
Okay, I think now Aditya.
Good evening, friends. My name is Aditya Pathak, and today I've got the opportunity to speak on the topic, that is role of social media and democracy. So friends, in my opinion, the topic is quite interesting. It is thought-provoking and brainstorming. So if we put some light on the word, that is democracy, so it is the rule of people who are elected by the people, and they are working for the people. So basically nowadays what is happening, that because of this, this is the internet era. So nowadays most of the population, more or less population, is on social media. social media that only doesn't mean the Facebook or WhatsApp. That is collection of all the medias, whether it is TV, newspaper, or everything. So, in my opinion, this role of social media is in both the directions. It is a two-sided sword. In one direction, it is helping in retaining the democracy of a country. There are many people who are creating awareness in the people about the right candidate, this person has done a better job and you should vote on these topics. Some people are there, but there are a lot of news are coming on. Like if you see in case of USA election, in many cases, in 2015, like in 2019 election also in India, there were a lot of news that the government or some people they have conveyed some misinformation to mold the thoughts of an individual so that they can vote for a particular party. That is in some way or another it is degrading the democracy of India, because in that condition the person is not going to vote to a right candidate. So that is a very big trouble, and more or less every country is facing this problem. As we can say that, as because there were cases like in many countries, if we talk example of Brexit, in that case also happened that personalized ads were shown to the people to mold their shape. Okay, so friends, let us discuss about what are the positive and negative roles of social media in case of democracy, how it is preventing the democracy and how it is degrading the democracy. Now I open the house for the discussion.
Manu?
Good evening, friends. The topic given to us is role of social media and democracy. My name is Manu, and this topic is particularly relevant in this situation as the US general election is going to happen in November 3rd. And we know that technocrats are more powerful than the politician in these days because the youth are mostly affected by the social media. And these social media platforms can manipulate elections, and we have known since the 2016 general election in the United States. And it has become very difficult to identify fake news. And in this situation, it's the need of the hour to get fair and unbiased news to the youth and as well as other parts of the society. So I'm sure that we all have several ideas to put together on this topic, and we can discuss us and we can share our ideas on this topic. So I open this topic for discussion to all of us.
Karan? Karan? You're not audible, Karan.
So now I'm audible?
Yes. Now you're audible.
Hello, friends. I'm Karan Chauhan, and I would like to want to throw lights on this topic that what is the role of social media on the democracy? Okay. Well, you all know that the social media is a platform in which means large number of people can be brought together. Okay, and the information can be conveyed from one people to more number of people by means of platform. That is a social media. Okay, but right now you see that except for means TV and news channels, so we have Facebook and like that applications, but we are not sure whether that application help us to convey right information or not. For example, if you have a right information and if you want to share to them to or more people, but what is the guarantee that this social media or this platform will help you transfer the right information? What is guarantee that it will not help means block it or suppress it? Okay, suppression is also same as a difficult means same problem as blocking the information. So how the social media will affect on democracy? Because one thing you should notice that democracy works by the people. So all people need to know what is happening in our country and what we should do to make our better lives and make the progress of the country. So they want to get information, and the information is only conveyed by majorly or easily by social media. Okay? So they try to approach the social media, try to find out what is happening in the world, but there is no guarantee or there is no reliable system which can guarantee us that whatever information we are getting or whatever information we are sharing is being reached to the other people. So I would like to open the house for this topic, that how this social media, even I'm not saying that it is a bad thing, that social media always do a wrong thing, but how we can improve it so that we also get the right information and we can utilize this tool, because it is one of the tool to progress our democracy. So I would like to open house for it.
Okay, Renu.
Hello everyone, my name is Renu Gupta and I am glad for this discussion, and this topic is based on the current situation. And first of all, what is the social media? I think social media is a mediator that provides the information about the current situation. And second is what is the democracy? The democracy is the candidate elected by the public for public, and third is the role of the democracy of the social media. I think social media is play of the very important role in democracy. We know that most of the people use the social media like WhatsApp, Facebook, Twitter, etc. And social media, I take one example, and social media give impact on our life, positive and negative impact both, because of the social media spread the news, spread the information, fake information and true information also. Then I want to take one example like election in USA. Every news, every negative and positive news impact on US people of USA, and if social media spread the negative news, then the decision of the USA people, they take the negative decision. And if social media give true, I mean positive news, then take the positive decision. And last past election in 2016, then Russia entrapped, I mean interface in the election of the election of USA election, and they create many fake account for spread the news, spread the fake news, and they want to will Donald
Okay,
Trump.
Sum it up.
Okay, sir.
So open the house now. Renu, you have to say I open the house for discussion, right?
Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay, Ashutosh, you there? Ajit?
Yeah, sir, I am here. Good evening, friends. My name is Ajit Kumar, and I'm glad to start the discussion. Friends, the topic given to us for the discussion is the role of social media in democracy. In my opinion, it is the topic of current relevance, which is very sensitive, that what the present scenario of media. As we all know, in today's world, media becomes an essential as media of today is playing an outstanding role in creating and shaping of public opinion and the strength of society. Media is the sword arm of democracy. Media act as watchdog to protect public interest against malpractice and curating public awareness. Of course, as all knows, there are pros and cons always. Therefore, when it comes to healthy democratic network, it is crucial that news remains true so it does not affect citizens' level of trust. Now, I invite all of my friends to take participation in the discussion and make a GD a success. Thank you.
Ashutosh, you're there? Ashutosh, you're there? Okay, so I think now the second round, I want to make small change here in the second round today. And now what I will do, I will name each one of you and you will speak something. And then I will name somebody else. And you are to speak what other fellow was speaking. You are to add, you are to subtract, you are to agree, you are to disagree, but you are to follow what somebody said. Let's say I say Apurv, you say something. Apurv is going to tell something. Then I say Rahul, you say something now. Then you are to, Rahul, talk about what Apurv was saying. You are to agree, you are to disagree, and you are to add your own points also. That is how I will name each one of you. You have to be attentive. I can name anybody. You have to be attentive and you have to listen to others. Okay, so that is the second round. Not everybody will speak. I will name each one of you and then how you will start speaking. So I start with Aditya now. Aditya, you can now start for this.
So friends, as we discussed about the of social media in democracy, so as I have earlier told that having both positive and negative impact. If you talk about the positive impact, so it is because of social media, because most of the people are directly connected to social media and they are quite using it. And there are some people who are providing positive informations, okay, regarding some parties, what they have actually done, what are their failures. So that is actually helping a voter to select a candidate themselves. So, and that is the positive impact of this social media. It is, in some cases, it is strengthening our democracy. So, and
now, Karan.
I agree with you that means news channel try to provide you information, but the main problem that we find is that the major news channel change the content, right content. For example, I'll give you a simple example. You all watch the whole news channel, for example, Aaj Tak. You watch that if anchor try to show the wrong information or want to blame some party, then he to use aggressive tone to say that this no man, this person is wrong, definitely wrong. And if the person he is supporting, he want to something tell about a wrong thing about them, then he will simply say one or two sentence and try to bypass it. So it is like the suppressing the truth information.
Siddharth.
I think we deviated from the topic a little bit by talking about this Aaj Tak and other media channels, because the discussion was on the social media various. And I want to highlight about the boon of the social media for democracy is that we saw the lockdown due to the coronavirus recent days, and during these days our issues and the local issues was not concentrated by the was not looked by the government. So people took on the social media and posted their views and tried to trend that, and that highlighted in the all over the lesson, and it came in front of the government. So it was a book.
Chandrasekhar?
Yeah, Siddharth, I agree with the statement. You are telling about the positive side of the social media. But when we compare it to the negative side of the social media in the democracy, I want to give some values that in the recent elections of the India, there is a survey. They have told that 80,000 of the WhatsApp groups have been created, which is the main focus on the campaigning of the elections only. And nearly all the parties have been spent more than 12,000 crore rupees on these Facebook platforms and creating and hiring the employees which shares this information. We have to also focus on this negative side also. Although there are the positive sides, but
yeah. So actually, Chandrasekhar, since you're talking about WhatsApp groups, since you gave an example about WhatsApp group being formed to do the election campaigns, and you gave us statistics of about 12,000 crore rupees being used to employ those people. I'm not sure about whether these facts are true or not, but I really support the statements that you made. And I also want to add that if we ask a question to ourselves, that how much time do we spend on television or some other source to get our news? It is basically, if I'm right, I think it is social media or other news platforms or social media based news platforms from where we try to get our news, or we do get our news. So the thing is that it is very easy to get this information, but as an aware citizen, as an educated citizen, it is very important that we fact check those information that is being presented to us, and as a response to that information, we just don't react to it. We understand what is being given to us and take that whole information and analyze it. Yeah.
Nikhil?
Hello. I completely agree with whatever Apur said, that we are too much addicted to social media, and also we should be educated to fact check the news before we tell somebody else. But the main problem is the amount of this WhatsApp group are the admin of this WhatsApp group are totally uneducated people, and they are playing only religion cards. So that is the main reason I think that the all fake information is going on this our way.
Okay, then I think Manu.
Yes, I'll be actually partially agreeing with Nikhil. Nikhil has actually said that the WhatsApp groups are actually almost completely bad. There are good WhatsApp groups and bad WhatsApp groups. Actually, what these political parties are doing is that they are creating their own political WhatsApp groups and they are promoting their own ideas. And out of this, what we are getting is that a mass smear campaign and a mass promotion of their own ideas. Most of the times the truth is behind the walls and we cannot see the truth. What the need of the hour is to get the fair and unbiased news. And apart from the people creating these news or these WhatsApp groups, the admins of these WhatsApp groups, what we have to fear is the owners of these platforms, especially the WhatsApp and Facebook platforms. These have become very much big that they can influence elections of big countries like USA.
Rahul?
So friends, I am completely agreeing with Apur, Chandrasekhar and Aditya that democracy is something that in democracy we have a right to know things, and social media is one of the method that we can know the things. But main thing is that there is a challenge, not the failure of social media. It is a challenge for us that we have to regulate the things in such a way that we can properly use the social media in positive direction. It's not the negative aspect, but it's a challenge for us to regulate it, because social media is nothing but we are the social media, because we are using this. Right. If we take a step forward and make a thing better to regulate the social media, that's from my side.
Okay, Navjeet. Ajit?
So on balance, as the topic on balance, the question whether social media platforms are good for democracy. On balance, I can say they are not good merely, they are terrific. For people to govern themselves, they need to have information, whether it is correct or it's not correct. So I will go for what media is intervening to citizens. So it's absolutely to look after what citizens are having through social media, what information they are getting. So we have the priority to check it, whether social media is intervening to a good part or it's intervening a fake news. So it's there is a subtler point as well. When democracies are functioning properly, people suffering and challenging are not entirely private matters, because it's a concern to nation. So I think the media which are emerging nowadays at a rapid speed is to be checked up thoroughly, whether in the case of elections or in the case of any other news. So right now, I will go for that. Don't blindly believe what are the media intervening is towards citizens.
Okay, Renu.
Thank you.
I am agree with all of you. I think social media spread the negative and positive information. In case of the WhatsApp, then if fake people, then they spread fake news, and if good people group, then they spread the good news. Many of cases, social media spread the negative news for achieve his target, and depends upon you that you will use the social media. We depends on we also, just because we are taking some type of news, like we want to take good news, and we want to take bad news, and we want to take negative news, and we want to take positive news. Then it depends on our only.
Okay, now Karan.
Sir, I want to add a point. I am completely agree with Renu that I want to say that our current social media means rating is based on TRP rating. Okay, it is not based on neutral, how neutral it is or how truth it is. Okay, even though we are people, we do not have any means measure source to verify whatever information we are getting. So this this network or social media, there is no any control over that verify that this information is neutral or not. First thing, the whatever information we are getting through social media, it should be neutral. That is a major point. If that information is neutral, then we can analyze easily. If you add your personal opinion on social media on mass way or a large way, then people will be means around almost people will be get affected, and that is lead.
Yeah, I agree with the Karan. He is telling that you are telling about the social media, it creates the negative impact, and it is based on only the TRP rating, and it does not bother about the whether the news is fake or not. Yes, I agree with the statement, and it is our responsibility to analyze the things which is coming in the social media or the on the Facebook also. I have to add one point that it's not about only the WhatsApp groups. In the Facebook accounts also, not only the people who are not educated were using these Facebook accounts, and the politicians itself are making the other people to create these Facebook accounts and influencing the people. So it's our responsibility to analyze the things and educate our neighbors the current situation, and we have to follow these things.
Siddharth.
I want to say, my friend Karan, that it's not possible to actually rate how neutral is the social media, because we don't know the fairness of the person who is rating or the company who is rating the neutrality about the neutrality of the social media. And moreover, I want to add one more dimension to this topic, that the exaggeration of a certain content and exaggeration about the negative and positive is too much high in case of social media. If we talk about any other media, and moreover, this exaggeration and the adding and the views that the other individual give about the exaggeration, suppose if you give a yes or no about to such an exaggeration, and that provokes the such social media platform holders to go on with their content and to share the views of the party lines, those are paying for them.
Okay, Renu.
Sir, I want to add a point to Siddharth, if you like.
Unmute, Renu. Yes, Karan, I'll come to you. Yeah.
Sir, I am agree with all of you that social media give negative and positive impact, and
Karan?
Yes, sir. I want to add a point to Siddharth that since we are getting news from a TV and news channel, okay, but there is no feedback system for our people to directly say them that you are publishing too much extra exaggeration information.
That's what I'm saying.
And we do not have any system. You want to say that there is no system to neutralize the effect, but if we have a positive feedback system, so that we say them that you are by exaggerating this information, then and you should.
That's the thing that social media is giving. That's the platform that social media is giving.
And that's why if TRP based system is wrong, so we want to develop a system or a positive feedback system so that they can guide it be under control. Okay.
Apurv.
Now.
Yeah, so actually there were certain points in the discussion that were made, and I slightly disagree with some points, and I will talk about them first. I think Karan made a point about that social media views or social media news is TRP based, which I slightly disagree, because as the point mentioned by Manu, he said that social media, whatever feed is coming through social media towards us, it is given by people who are like us. So there is nothing, no middleman in that. So I slightly disagree with that point, Karan. And also, I want to add one point that if we take the generation of our parents, leave alone old age people, old age social media users, if we take the just one generation ahead of us, which is our parents generation, even though they just read the information and without analyzing it, they just believe it and pass it onwards to other social media groups,
Yes,
or
yes, I agree.
and family WhatsApp groups. Now what is happening due to this, there is a huge spread of fake news, and it is not being noticed. It is noticed by those who are aware. So after so much of voice raising about this issue, now companies, social media companies, what they are doing, they are taking steps to regulate this, and to regulate the content and to protect the safety of the consumers, which is nothing but us people. So but the thing is that the damage is already done. Once a post is done on social media, the viral thing, it gets so easily viral that within minutes it reaches to millions and crores of
Siddharth.
millions and millions of people.
Siddharth.
So the damage is already done. So I
Yes,
would like to hear Siddharth
I
now.
just
Yes.
want I just want to add one point to what Apoorv said, is that yes, the passing on the views and forwarding the message and making it viral, it's not bad, I think. But the thing is that leaking of this information to the government and other parties, that is a very bad thing. And allegations over Mr. Donald Trump and Mr. Modi is that that they've used Twitter and they've took the data from Twitter to know about Twitter and WhatsApp to know about the things that which individual is on which side. Yes, Apoorv.
Okay, Apoorv.
See, Siddharth, what you are saying is correct, but the thing is that it is all interlocked. The government hires, as a point was mentioned by Chandrasekhar, the government hires people to spread fake news. Then they play with the emotions of the people. They put thoughts into the mind of people, which ultimately converts into people electing those politicians and the government formation.
Yes.
So it is all interlocked. I agree with this.
However, the individual has to be
Rahul,
educated enough.
Rahul.
Apoorv, I'm completely agreeing with you, but main thing is that there are many policies which were made by the companies, like Facebook, YouTube has made a strike policy. If you are spreading the wrong content in Facebook or YouTube, there is a strike. In WhatsApp also there is a content like forwarded is written. They are putting forward their new policies so that this wrong information, misinformation is going to stop.
But that is a problem. What is problem we observe in news channel is that there is no control over news channel. Even though they state that they are trying to give you truth information, but you see they abruptly put a blame on any person or any party, and no one is saying that in which basis you are putting. For example, when you receive news, most of people say that news channel say that according to Sutra. But what Sutra?
Exactly. There is no faith. There is no faith.
Yes. So, friends, I agree with you. So, as we are discussing about that, it has got many problems. Okay, and we are discussing about some solutions. What we are doing at a global level. But if you talk about some basic individual level, what we should do to stop this, that we should avoid posting our opinions on the social media, so that we are not directly targeted to vote for a party. We should restrict data for that, and on an individual level to believe in or any news or to forward it to anyone, we should check the fact twice, and we should for everything that if the government is saying one thing, so we should try to know the both coin of the face. What are the two sides? Then only we should make our opinion, and we should forward it to anyone else.
Chandrasekhar.
Yeah, I contradict on the statement given by Aditya. You told that everyone should be the responsible in posting the post in the Facebook or the WhatsApp. Everyone should be the responsible. But the thing is that the government or the politicians are employing the some of the people and giving their duty as to spread this fake news. They are not the responsible citizens. So how can you can say that one can be responsible at that?
In
Nikhil.
that case only we have to cross check.
I agree with everyone else, but my question is, the real problem is uneducated people. The real problem are
Yes,
not good people.
exactly.
Because before the 2014 election, the BJP IT cell created a platform like Rahul Gandhi is a Pappu. And in real life, we don't know how Rahul Gandhi is, but we have an opinion regarding the Rahul Gandhi.
Exactly.
And now and then you will get a love jihad case in social media every day. In reality, it may have never happened, but this is the main problem we are facing right now. The good
Ajit,
people were never good.
Ajit,
Sir, I will answer through the article titled "Many Clicks but Little Sticks," and the article as suggests, never social media has the possibility to both enhance and erode the democracy. So be aware of the fake news, treat well, inquire well, and then go for it.
Renu,
I am not saying.
But
Yes,
but
sir.
I want to say one thing.
Some of
Siddharth,
cases,
let Renu say.
yes,
Yes,
many
yes,
of
sir.
cases, if we do not find about that this news is right or wrong, then in this situation, what we do with, just because we believe on the information that social media is spreading the information. Many of cases we cannot find out that what information is wrong or what information is right. Uh, this is the man of the reason that we believe on the fake news and right news also.
Manu.
Of course, I'll be agreeing with Aditya, Ajit, and Renu on the subject of spread of fake news. As we all know that we have the responsibility to not spread the fake news, and we have to check thoroughly whether the news is real or not. And we know that there is an artificial intelligence algorithm controlling the feed of these companies' front pages. When we open a Facebook page, what we first see is that the artificial intelligence algorithm created a page that's supporting a particular political party. In the case of an election, especially this election, there are allegations that the Facebook is supporting the Republican Party. And the 2016.
I would like to propose a solution that how you get a true, because I have done myself recently. You all heard about the Rafale deal, okay? So one thing I observed that we are promoting that we get a high tech 4.5 generation fighter plane, okay? And we get this deal on this amount like that. But then I got suspicious and tried to find out from the other sources. Like I started to digging in by the Hindu newspaper or from the other newspaper, and then I find out that initial deal was to transfer the technology along with the Rafale deal. Okay, and now we only get the Rafale plan, and we do not get the how to make it, means how a blueprint is like. So to find the truth, I have to dig it through other sources, okay, which are not that give you more
Siddharth.
Yes, sir. Sir, I want to reply. I want to just make a point over what my friend Ajit and Nikhil said. They said that the social media is totally going to erode this democracy. I don't agree with this point, because earlier also the media houses were trying to erode the democracies and were trying to move the discussion away in their favor, and was trying to give some fake news. And I agree with about the point what Karan said, that we have to be educated enough to look onto the both sides of the coin and both sides of the situation that is going on, and make a constructive comment after going through both the situations.
Rahul.
So friends, I want to convert your diversion there, like the role of social media. If you can see, there is a government sector. If it is not working good, So nowadays what people are doing, that it is making a Facebook live. So it helps us the democracy, it aids the democracy, so that the government sector work properly.
Okay,
totally
Apoorv,
agree with you,
Apoorv.
because being live, there is no time for to edit or misinterpret information. So that gives us an instant idea whether given information is right or not.
Apoorv.
Yeah, so as I just want to reply Siddharth about the statement that he made, that earlier also there were platforms where the government was getting a biased opinion by the media. But the thing is, Siddharth, that we are talking about social media, and I think social media, the access that has that mass access across India specifically, that has come after the provision of Jio. The internet that has come into the hands of even the remotest village guy, it is due to the Jio network and the fall of prices that led to it. Okay, so let's talk about it. And yes, as Rahul was saying that things should be that if a government office is not working properly, people are making Facebook live and all those things. I really agree with that, because social media is really interactive. It is as earlier points were also made, that it is between the people and the communication between the people.
Okay,
and,
now
yes, I
Apoorv,
really agree with Rahul.
okay, now I think we go to third round, which is conclusion round. I'll give chance to each one of you to conclude, and conclusion will be within 1 minute itself. So I start from Rahul Bist.
Okay, friends, I'm glad to conclude the discussion. Friends, all of us were divided on the topic, but some points which were discussed by my friends were really good. Like the Apoorv said, that social media has a huge users, like 350 million users. So it can manipulate things, or it can make the thing in the better way. Like the Nikhil said, that social media can easily manipulate the things, easily manipulate. Siddharth also in the favor of the social media, that it helps us to know the candidate, how the candidate is doing, what the candidate is doing, and what he is going to do. And Aditya is also in the favor that social media is doing the great job, because it putting our voice forward. So that's all from my side. Thank you.
Chandrasekhar.
Okay, friends, we have come into the discussion. We have some good points. So everybody are agreeing that it has both the negative role and the positive role on the democracy. When it compared to the positive, it is about the sharing and knowing about the people, and the negative means the Aditya has said that every country has facing this problem, and they are creating the employees and creating the fake news, etc. That there are the companies who are regulating these policies, but they are not has been implemented correctly. And the Apoorv has also added a good point that it is our responsibility to cross-check the things between in the social media and react to these things. We should not blindly post the things, and we should educate our neighbors also. These are my side. Thank you.
Okay, Siddharth.
Yes, friends, we had a very nice and good discussion on the topic given to us, and moreover, I can say that keeping apart 2 to 3 points, we were most were on the constructive side, that yes, social media is playing a big role in the democracy. We made points about how it affecting the democracy in the negative and positive ways, like that it is trying to exaggerate some contents, it is creating fake accounts can be created, and moreover some religion-based views also can be created. And moreover, we talked about the positives also, that how a view of an individual can also be seen, and how our concerns can also be raised through the platform of the social media. And that's all from my side. Thank you.
Apoorv.
So thank you. So before giving a conclusion to the discussion that we had, I would really like to thank everyone for the attentiveness that they have shown towards the discussion. It was really nice to see. So first things first, I would like to really talk about the common topics or the common points that we made out of this discussion. I think everyone was talking that social media has both pros and cons. Pros being it is user friendly. The information can be passed on between one people to another person, and there's no middle way. Third being that it is it is very easy to spread some news through social media. And cons being that you can't really judge that whether the news that you are getting is real or fake. You don't have a face to the source of information. So these are the points of these are the pros and cons that we discussed and were discussed by everyone. Now coming to each one, coming to specific points, I really want to thank Manu about for talking about the artificial algorithm that has been inducted into social media accounts, so that the computer itself can keep a track of what we are using. And once if we start using some kind of information, only that kind of information will keep coming to us, no matter do we have a mood change or something like that. Okay, so that is one point. I will just finish my conclusion saying that yes, I agree that social media has both pros and cons. The important thing is, even the social media companies should take steps to regulate the content, and people should become more aware. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you very much.
Okay, Nikhil.
Thank you everyone for taking part in this discussion. Though we are not on the same page, but we had a healthy discussion. So I would like to conclude that world is moving in a rapid manner, and we are using the social media to quick access many information in less time. So we don't have any time to explore all the fact-checking websites, all the newspaper. So what can be done? According to me, the social media should be linked with many fact-checking websites to give us correct information, and the policy should be more stricter, so that no fake accounts can be created in the social media. Thank you all.
Okay, now Aditya.
Good evening, friends. On behalf of my team, I would like to conclude this discussion. So we had a very good discussion and we came up with some really good points. So now more or less everyone agreed that the role of social media in democracy, it is both-sided. It is a dual-sided sword. It has got a lot of positive impact and it has got a lot of negative impacts. And through our discussion, we got to know that the negative impacts are quite more as compared to positive impacts. That's why it is nowadays have become a biggest concern. As Rahul just mentioned that social media, it is a very good platform to provide a link between the government and the citizen. It helps a particular person to know the candidate, and we everyone agreed on that. And on the same page, Apoor mentioned about some data that a lot of million of people are there on the social media, and it is very easy to manipulate them. It is very easy to manipulate them if we are providing information. Even after some time, we are deleting it, but the impact that it has been planned with, it has done the impact. So it is providing a lot of wrong information.
Manu, so, Aditya, you have to sum up.
Okay, so friends, on that we came to conclusion that on the individual basis, we should be more aware, and on the global level, government should make a strict rule to stop spread of information. Thank you.
Manu.
I would like to thank everyone for this fruitful discussion. Everyone was taking part very much. Everyone was contributing very much, and we are all agreeing on almost all the points, except when the rating system came between Karan and Siddharth and Abu. And I was going to say that the social media is actually filled with multiple accounts, fake accounts, and it has become very much difficult to point out the fake news and the real news. And there are smear campaigns, there are promotion campaigns, and the technocracy is basically ruling the world, and they are manipulating the elections. And we of course know that we cannot rule out social media impact on any sector, and it's going to influence almost all the fields. And we are not going to avoid using social media, and we are going to use it with caution.
Okay, Karan.
I thank you all friends to put your thinking about this point, and I really appreciated that because the discussion really give us means where to find, and we also propose a solution. We first discuss how it is affecting our democracy and how in positive and negative manner it affected. Even though we discuss majorly negative points, but it helped us to get a whole picture of the what is happening currently, okay, and how it will affect us today and tomorrow, okay. So we discussed different points regarding that, and then we also propose a solution. Like Rahul said that we should go through a live. That is I say a best solution because there is no intermediate person who can affect, and it is instantly, so it will help. So I really like the solution. Well, I also like the solution provided by other friends because it was very conveying to think more about it. So I would really appreciate that we discuss this.
Renu?
Yes, sir. This topic is very interesting topic, and social media is playing an important role. And social media can easily manipulate the people. And I think discard the this news company if it spread the fake news. And finally, I want to say to all of you, please not believe to any type of news. First of all, you analyze the news and think news, and after that you will reach the conclusion what we should and please not believe on the fake news. And thank you of all sorry, thank you for giving me opportunity.
Ajit?
So that was a very great interactive to all of you, my friends, and we are here to conclude now, and it was a very fruitful discussion. Friends, as all of you have the discussion, and we are having the points on pros and as well as cons. But what are my points was key media is obviously a good part, okay, but cons, as I said in the name of Erod, it can take to the disadvantage, as I said ki media has given political parties tools to reach large number of people and can inform them on key issues regarding hello.
Yes, Ajit, speak.
Hello. Problem. In other part, disadvantage is in the sense that it will distort people demand to suit their political preferences. Representative may not make themselves accountable enough between election and can only be removed. So to say again, key media can have the establishment also and can erode also. And whatever the all my colleagues spoken out about pros and cons, of course there is pros and cons, and we will have to go for a good real truth news and never believe for the fake news. Thank you.
So I think we completed the 3 rounds now of discussion, and I will ask you to read through the topic which I give you, all the information in detail, because your communication or speaking quality will only increase if your knowledge quality increases. That also is related to that. So you need to read a lot. You need to have a good reading habit also. So the document which I give you, I can give you very I'll say the point form also for that, but that will not increase your this logical power to basically argue or go for discussion. So you need to read the documents which I provide you. You need to go through that document in detail, and from there you will get a lot of information. Now, role of social media and democracy. There were 2 things here: social media and democracy. You could have started with the that particular thing. So ideal introduction could have been like you say that, okay, good evening friends, my name is Rahul Vist, and I initiate the discussion. The topic given for the discussion today is role of social media in democracy. So friend, here we should first understand what is you could have also said that it's a very interesting and thought-provoking topic, and also relevant in the current because of the elections going on in India and US. So friends, first of all, we should know what is social media and we should know what is the democracy. You could have defined that. Some of you try to define that also. And then you could have said that, okay, friends, this has two aspects. Role of social media on democracy is both positive as well as negative. As far as the positive is concerned, yes, it informs people. It has the potential to change the opinion of people. And the bad thing is also related to the first one. That is, if it decides to give the fake information, then it can basically change the opinion of the people in the wrong direction. So that is how you could have started it. Now, if I start from one by one, before that, let me tell you democracy. You know, democracy is defined by Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln defined democracy as rule of the people, for the people, by the people. People is something which is very, very important. It is rule of the people. Democracy, autocracy, individual fellow. Dictatorship, there is a person who is a dictator. You know, so this is a monarchy, king. Democracy, people. So democracy is rule of the people. Who is most important? People. Can the people rule country nicely? You know what is the trouble with India and what is not there in US? The democracy in US is a matured democracy. People are aware. But in India, it is not a matured democracy. 18 years of age, when you can decide who your representative will be. 18 years, you know, 12th class. So if the illiteracy in this country is so high, illiteracy is so high, and we are divided into caste, region, religion, community, so we may not take a right opinion. So in the country like India, where democracy, we are the largest democracy in numbers, we are developing country, we have lack of resources, people are not aware the role of media, for that matter social media, to generate and enhance the awareness among masses is very important. And at the same time, danger is also there. If this social media or this media gets influenced by political groups for their vested interest, as we see some of the news channels, then in their vested interest, they will make the misuse of this opportunity and misinform people, which in turn will lead to election of wrong people, and vicious cycle will start. Vicious cycle. गंदे लोगों ने मीडिया को खरीदा, मीडिया ने लोगों को गलत बताया, लोगों को गलत बताया तो गंदे लोग पॉलिटिक्स में आ गए, गंदे लोगों ने मीडिया खरीद लिया. You understand that vicious cycle? This is a vicious cycle. मीडिया को किसने खरीदा? पॉलिटिशियन ने खरीदा. अब मीडिया ने क्या किया? मीडिया ने उन पॉलिटिशियंस को पॉजिटिव शो कर दिया और अच्छे लोगों को नेगेटिव शो कर दिया. पब्लिक का ओपिनियन चेंज कर दिया और पब्लिक ने गंदे लोगों को इलेक्ट कर लिया. दिस इज हाउ द विशियस साइकिल इज देयर. That is the danger actually. So, you know, social media, some of you understood it as only internet media, some of you understood it as a TV, as a telephone also. In the document. Okay, am I audible now?
Your voice is not audible.
You is stuck.
No, it's okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, okay, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes,
okay, so I went off sometime. Huh? So now let me give you this. Social media can be divided in two ways. The document which I gave you, it can be publishing or it can be only platform. Publishing, where there is a control of government, like TV, there is a control of government, and whatever you say, it is first basically seen and then only it is published. And there can be another thing also, which is only platform, like telephone. Whatever you say on the telephone, that nobody checks. So BSNL is not going to check what you want to speak to somebody. But in the TV, whatever you want to say on TV, that is observed. That is something which is observed. So media can be of two types. One is publishing, and another can be only platform. So we are here talking about publishing also, platform also. So what is the kind of government control on media? That is to be seen. Now let me give you the feedback of each one of you. Rahul, can you hear me? Rahul, can you hear? Rahul, can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me give you the feedback of each one of you now. Rahul said that it is evergreen and it is the thought-provoking topic. Evergreen and mind-storming topic. That is good. You should, there is a link between people and government. and it helps you to put your voice forward. That is good starting, Rahul, you made. But Rahul, you could have divided it, no? Social media ka role, good and bad. You could have divided that, which you did not do in the introduction. It was very simple to do. Social media ka role, good or bad, it is both good and bad. But we need to avoid the bad. You know, the discussion could have been role of social media in democracy. It is very important. But presently, what is the role of social media in democracy? Very, very important. But what role it is playing as of now? Good also, bad also. What we should do to avoid the bad role? This is a solution. This is all about discussion. Listen again carefully. The topic is role of social media in democracy. Is there anybody who says that social media is not having any role in democracy? Everybody thinks it has a very crucial role. Second part, is it playing the role positive or negative? Answer is both. Are you happy with positive? Yes. What about negative? Sir, we should find the solution to that. So what should be the solution? So let's have discussion only in this direction. That's it. That should be the perfect introduction. Rahul, democracy is to know the things. Social media helps you to know the things. Regulation of the social media. That is a good point you said. Conclusion part was also good, but your introduction, you could have given the direction that is missing. Chandrasekhar, you said it is interesting and usage should be increased, as you said. You divided in positive and negative. You said, okay, this has a positive, this has a negative. Fake news, you said, is a negative. So you could give the division in the beginning. I don't know, you said some fake accounts are created, 80,000 fake accounts are created and this much money is spent on that. Apurv later on said that, okay, that is correct. I mean, data he does not know, but whatever you're saying is good. But Chandrasekhar, conclusion part you could have added more. Conclusion part you were restricting to yourself. You could have added other parts also. Conclusion. Siddharth, you said it is of current relevance because of USA and Bihar election going on. So this has become very relevant nowadays because of the election. But you need to link election with democracy. You need to link elections with democracy. Rule of the people, by the people, for the people, and election is a very important part for that. You could have linked that. You said pros and cons both are there. You said there are merits, there are demerits. Siddharth, you said that, and that is a good thing. And then you were using a term exaggeration, which I could not understand. What was the meaning? Why you were saying exaggeration a lot of time? What was the meaning of that?
Sir, I was saying that if a situation or if something happened, then there can be two views. If we stick to one view and we try to exaggerate, means we try to intensify something. Intensify and says.
Elaborate.
Yes, yes.
That is what you were saying.
Then
Okay.
the views can be biased.
Okay, so I think instead of exaggeration, you could have used some another word rather than exaggeration. Exaggeration was not fitting that particular pace, I think. Apurv, you did not mention your name in the introduction. You could have given your name. And in the introduction, in the initial part, it was looking like you are in hurry. But you should not be in hurry in that part. You should take your own time to settle down, because there is a first impression of yours in the group. Definition of the democracy and social media. You defined what is democracy, you defined what is social media. That is good. That is how it should be. And then you could have made some kind of linkages. You could have said that, okay, holistically, what is there? You said that there is a huge base, 350 million users in India. I don't know what data you were quoting, this only for internet you were quoting, or you were quoting TV and all also this, what data you were quoting, 350 million?
Internet data, sir.
Only internet, right? But social media is not only internet.
सर इस बार में मेरे को एक चीज पूछना है आपसे, जैसा कि आपने अभी भी एक एक्सप्लेनेशन दिया था कि सोशल मीडिया इज डिवाइडेड इनटू टू पार्ट्स, वन इज प्लेटफॉर्म, वन इज पब्लिशर. बट जो डॉक्यूमेंट आपने प्रोवाइड किया है उसको पढ़ने से मुझे ये समझ में आया था कि सोशल मीडिया को जो है एक प्लेटफॉर्म रहना चाहिए, उसको एक पब्लिशर नहीं बनना चाहिए. प्लेटफॉर्म का मतलब हो गया जो इंटरैक्टिव हो, मतलब दो एक किसी ने बोला, एक किसी के पास गया, उसने कुछ इंटरप्रेट किया, दैट इज ओवर, दैट इज डन. लेकिन पब्लिशर हो गया कि एक कोई फीड जो है सोशल मीडिया पे डाली गई और उसको जो है माइंड में इम्बाइब करने के लिए लोगों को उसको वायरल कराया जा रहा है, पब्लिश किया जा रहा है. तो सोशल मीडिया शुड बी अ प्लेटफॉर्म, नॉट अ पब्लिशर. मुझे ये समझ में आया था सर. इस वजह से मैं इंक्लाइंड था कि ओनली इंटरनेट सोशल मीडिया पे इंक्लाइंड था सर मैं.
Okay, so this is you see, social media is where society or people interact. Actually, that is the social media. अब जब भी मास मीडिया कोई हो जाता है ना, उसको पब्लिश और रेगुलेशन उसका बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट हो जाता है whenever there is a mass media, because it goes to masses. Like telephone is not basically a published media. Telephone, you are talking to one another, वो publication नहीं होगा. जैसे अभी मैं बात कर रहा हूँ तो वो publication नहीं होगा, लेकिन जब भी वो public domain में कोई चीज आ जाएगी तो उसको publishing करना और उसको regulation करना is important actually. और वहां पे thin line है. That is the trouble which is happening. Facebook, Twitter, when they came up, there was no regulation. That the purpose was to spread information, but when people saw कि इसमें बहुत impact पड़ रहा है तो उसके ऊपर regulation की requirement पड़ रही है. That is how Twitter, Facebook, इनके ऊपर regulation अभी बढ़ रहा है. तो slowly they are going towards publication domain. They are self-regulating also, and government is also regulating on them because they can influence the behavior of people. That is how it is happening now. तो mass media, TV, telephone, they are mass media. उसी में से social media is that part where people can interact among themselves also, but not regulation under government. Social media उसको बोला जाता था. अब line is becoming thin actually, because government का control on these also is to come slowly. So they will also become under the same mass media mode. That is how this all is happening. But you could have said that social media, I mean interactive platform where people can interact, a lot of people can interact, and these are social media. Internet तो है ही, but TV वगैरह भी mass media है और वो भी social media की तरह से उसको treat किया जा सकता है, जहां पे भी तुम कर सकते हो, interaction वहां पे भी होता है. You could have said that.
Okay, sir.
Okay, then I think you in between you disagreed with Karan for TRP things and all that. Everything was okay. But the conclusion was also approved on your part. Nikhil, it plays huge role, pros and cons. You said opinion, it is molding. That is what Nikhil said. We addicted to social media. Actually, you said that as per Apurv, we are addicted to social media, but Apurv did not say that thing. So somewhere you took a discussion from Apurv and you said that as per Apurv, we are addicted to social media. We are not addicted to social media. Apurv did not say that, but you were saying that. Then I think when opportunity is given to you, Nikhil, you should not stop. Your only trouble is that you start speaking and then you stop. You fall short of lines. You should not fall short of lines. You should have sufficient arsenal to speak, continuously speak. Because if you get opportunity, you should speak couple of lines. Nikhil, you are not to stop. You know, you gave good example of love jihad, and I think one more Pappu ka example also you, Rahul, that was a good, actually impressive example. That is something which these things help you in the discussion. Aditya, democracy definition you started with, and you said more population is listening to basically social media. Brexit example you gave, you said positive media strengthen the democracy. That is a good thing you said. And then you also talk about positive and negative impact, Aditya. But yes, because you could have, in conclusion, you could have added more. So conclusion part was something which you need to improve in this discussion. That was not very impressive. Manu, you said it is relevant as it is very relevant topic because USA may elections are going on, and technocrats are more powerful than politicians. That is a wrong statement. You should not have given. That is nothing, no meaning. Technocrats are more powerful than politicians. We are not comparing technocrat and politician here. We are talking about the technology and its impact on masses. Technology, social media is a technology, not a technocrat, and its impact on people and eventually the government formation. That is what we are talking about. So that does not make technocrats more strong. If internet is very useful, that does not make technocrat very strong. That is not the meaning of that, Manu. And these are good, bad WhatsApp group. You said unbiased news, artificial intelligence algorithm that you mentioned. That was an innovative point you were talking about that you could have mentioned properly. That is also there. Karan, then you are there and you were saying information be transferred from one to another. That is what the social media is. Right to information. You said that information can be blocked or suppressed. That part also you. So one, people are saying exaggeration, you are saying blocking. So if Siddharthi is saying exaggeration, you are talking about the blocking part also. That not to give the information. That is also basically one negative aspect of that. Giving information excessively. Instead of exaggeration, I will use term excessive, or not giving the right information. Both are negative aspect of social media. TRP, I don't know why you were mentioning TRP. That was not supposed to be mentioned. That was little deviation, I feel. Net neutrality. So Karan, net neutrality and TRP. That was little deviation from the regular topic. So in conclusion, you could have added more, Karan. Conclusion part could have been added more. So you need to stick around the topic. Do not deviate much from the topic, Karan. You know, those of you who have more knowledge sometime are at the risk of adding those things which are not required in the topic. So keep your knowledge only restricted to the topic. Do not deviate much from the topic. Renu, you are improving. You are to talk more. You started with definition of democracy, but you gave wrong definition of democracy. Instead of people word, you are using public word. There's a difference between people and public. Public में government infrastructure भी आ जाता है. So you should have used word people. Government, rule of people, by the people, for the people. Rule of public, for the public, by the public. That is wrong statement.
Yes, sir.
So definition गलत कर दिया था. रशिया वगैरह का आपने एग्जांपल दिया. आपने बहुत सी इंफॉर्मेशन दी रेनू, लेकिन वो डिसऑर्गेनाइज्ड फॉर्म में थी. वो ऑर्गेनाइज्ड फॉर्म में इंफॉर्मेशन नहीं थी. आज जो मैंने सेटअप चेंज किया था कि मैं आपको बोलूंगा और आप बोलोगे व्हाट समबडी इज सेइंग, उसका पर्पस था आपका अटेंशन. यू नीड टू बी अटेंटिव इन द डिस्कशन. And Renu, you were not attentive at one point of time. When I suddenly observed that you are not attentive, I told you to speak and you could not speak that time. So be attentive in the discussion. You need to be attentive all the time. So you said there are good people who spread good news. There are bad people who spread fake news. That was a good punchline. So there are good news, there are bad news. There are good people, bad people. Good news, fake news. That was a good part from you. And conclusion part you can only give if you are attentive, otherwise you cannot give. Ajit, now Ajit, you said public opinion is formed by media. That is good. It is a watchdog of public interest. That was a good line you used. News should be true. So you were talking about the authenticity of the news and they should be true. And media is to be checked. Control on the media. That is what you were talking about. That was good. And many clicks but little sticks. That I could not understand the phrase. Can you tell us that again for us?
Please mute, sir.
You are mute, Ajit. Ajit, you are mute.
Sorry. Sorry, sir. Actually, that phrase integrate the many clicks and little sticks. Actually, whatever news are displayed through social media to people's citizens can be heard, but don't stick to that. That was the phrase integrated to that.
Okay, many clicks but don't
pros
stick.
as well as cons.
मतलब stick click करो लेकिन stick मत करो किसी को.
Right. Don't stick to the news which are right, sir.
Okay. So conclusion part, Ajit, you could have given conclusion of others also. You were giving conclusion your points only largely. You could have given of others also, right? Fine.
Right, sir.
Okay, so I think this is how it was all. It's an important topic. It is an important topic, and please go through it again.
Question, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, when you said that I was talking about TRP, actually I was trying to propose a solution that how we use our social media to go in right direction and we get the right information. So I was trying to propose a solution that current situation, social media is based on TRP settings, so we have to change it. And I was trying to propose a solution for that. You said that why you said
TRP is not related to internet media. Is TRP related to internet media?
No, I was trying to as we are getting means information from news or TV channels, so how we can get a true or right information from. So I was given the reason why we are getting fake information because current media is working on based on TRP system, so they try to justify, means try to simply attract the people.
Okay. Anyhow, then you need to put that in a very right perspective, that one part of social media can be TV, and TV channel, news channel are very important, and to control their neutrality you need to remove this problem of TRP. That is okay. Fine. Yes, Ajit.
Sir, today was my first interaction to GD, as well as my first video GD, I can say. So actually I want to know the gesture and all, means how I performed, means today in lifetime I had my first video GD. So I want to know my personally my point of view of what I was
You're from Bengal. You're from Bengal. Are you from Bengal, Ajit?
No, I'm from the district Muzaffarpur in Bihar.
Okay, so Ajit, actually your opinion, you have the points, you have the depth of thought in your point. You need to bring that in organized way. And you know, GD had two part. Number one is knowledge part. Number two, how to display that knowledge. Displaying knowledge comes with practice. You have the knowledge. Displaying the knowledge comes with practice. So you need to practice so that you come in particular flow. So you come in particular flow. And you know, normally when it is your first or second GD,
my experience I'm saying.
Yes, Manu.
Sir, I have a doubt. Isn't that a statement like technocrats are more powerful than politicians? So technically, is that a correct thing or is it the wrong thing?
Wrong thing.
Actually, I was thinking that the technocrats like Mark Zuckerberg can, in large manner, affect the propagation of news. Like
you want to say you want to compare the power of Mark Zuckerberg with the Trump? What do you want to compare?
Yes, sir. If we compare the power of Mark Zuckerberg with Trump, if Trump's something, it will be coming to the ears of the people only through this social media, right? So the owners of the social media can impact in what way these news are spreading, right?
Are you know?
So
do you know that even
that
Trump is controlling these medias nowadays in his favor? So who is more
yes,
powerful?
Sir, I know that.
Then who is powerful?
But yes, Trump is controlling, but there's a chance like they can do what they want, right?
Who?
Like Mark Zuckerberg or the Twitter CEO.
Then how come Trump is controlling them? How Trump is controlling them then?
If the headquarters is outside of US, then the Trump has no jurisdiction there.
So Zuckerberg will not shift from US, no, only because he wants to make some difference in his decision.
No, let's take the example of Telegram, sir. It's headquartered in United Arab Emirates. Telegram.
Somewhere, what about the United Emirates? That government is also going to control them then. So yes, you are not to compare technocrat. Huh?
I understand that statement that this is irrelevant to this topic. I know that, but isn't that technically correct statement?
Nobody is powerful here. Actually, in this world, you cannot compare the powers. That power is a nuisance value. It is not a positive way. It is a negative way you show your powers. In democracy, people are supreme. Nobody else is supreme. And nobody should be supreme. Nobody should be powerful. Everybody should be equal. That is the best way. So you cannot compare the powers like that. And this statement is also not correct, actually. Technocrats are more powerful than politicians. This is an incorrect statement, actually. Technology is powerful, yes. Technology is powerful than politics. If you say, I still agree to some extent. Technology powerful than politics. If you say, I still agree to some extent, but not technocrat and politician. Yes, anybody else? Anybody else wants to say something?
Sir.
Yeah.
Sir.
Go ahead.
Please, all my colleagues here with me. Actually, I am today my first day. Sir, I have a questions. A topic given to us. If you don't have the knowledge, at least we had a startup. Whatever you, I had gone through your guideline on YouTube. Good morning, friends. My name is Ajit. I am glad to start. Whatever the starting. If you don't have the knowledge also, you make a start. That I had done. Okay. After that, noding is good. Noding you have to do. Whether you are grasping the knowledge, whatever the colleagues are telling, noding is good. I agree. Whatever. So, conclusion, I can't attend. So on the basis of startup and noding, out of 10, a candidate can obtain how much marks? If startup was good and noding was good, gesture was good, then out of 10, minimum what number should a candidate can get?
I believe we can get 5, 6.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much.
But that also depends that in the entire group, nobody is nodding, nobody is speaking, then you will get 9 out of 10. So it is
Thank
a
you very
relative
much. I
always.
hope so.
It is always
Hope
relative, you know.
so.
Don't you worry, don't
Yeah,
you
yeah.
worry, don't think much, just participate. And only on the basis of the points
Right.
which I
Sir,
gave you.
sir, today also, yeah. Today also, my experience, I was not conducting any video conferencing, but as the status of your WhatsApp was practice equals to 100%. After this video conferencing, I'm having a lot of what you can say empower. Yeah, I can speak out. That is
Oh, and
the main form. I can speak out.
Ajit, this is the
So it's
best.
a good thing.
This is the best line I heard today before sleeping. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much, and your efforts also. And the status always reminds me: practice makes a man perfect.
Chalo, all of you, good night, all of you, and we see you
Good night,
tomorrow.
sir.
Right,
Right,
sir.
sir.
Good
Good
night.
night.